Time is now. An amazing bunch of footballers. Brought along by an amazing Spanish system, the way they have brought the coaches through. Got teams playing the way that a lot of us say that we want to see football played. Technically brilliant. From Barcelona to Real Madrid, right the way through La Liga. Every one of these players can play. He can play too, Andrea Pirlo, but he can't do it on his own. No team before has retained that trophy, the Henri Delorme trophy. No team has managed to win from Europe 3 major tournaments in a row. It all started at Euro 2008. It was carried on scintillating style at the World Cup in South Africa 2 years ago. And we all got a bit fed up with it, it seemed. We were saying they peaked. We were saying they weren't ruthless enough. I think we were spoiled. We were spoiled, didn't we? And tonight happened. Spain, I think, reached a whole new level of football altogether. Every one of these players beaming from ear to ear. Gerard Piqué plays for Barcelona. European champion, world champion, dating Shakira. Does he ever have a bad day? Gets his medal from Michel Platini. Golden boot, Fernando Torres. Really nice shot of him with his kids. In the net. He didn't know how to find that for a little while. Knows where it is again now. Has picked up again after some dark times. A regular scorer for Chelsea towards the end of the season. And 3 goals at Euro 2012. 1 to finally see off Italy in the final. These are great scenes. These are scenes you will remember as a football supporter for all the times that you watch the game. There always has to be a losing team. At the moment in world football terms, there is only one team of ultimate winners. Coached by Vicente Del Bosque, captained by the brilliant Iker Casillas. Michel Platini will take his place centre stage. History will be made when he hands over the Henri Delorme trophy. The trophy that marks all-conquering Spain out as European champions again. Once more, they have struck pure Spanish gold.
Spanish celebrations truly begin. The trophy held aloft. Players have T-shirts of footballers who have recently lost their lives. Ramos, for example, is the 23-year-old Betis player, Mickey Roque. Mickey was on cancer. A nice touch. While Balotelli hides his tears, the Spanish players have tears of joy. Fabregas holds the trophy aloft. Every single one of these players has been magnificent in this tournament.
Absolutely. I mean, you know, the goals, the champions, and the pressure's on them. Can they do it between the troughs? Have they got the spirit and resolve? Well, too right they have. But I mean, you keep going back to the way they played in the first half, and it was a pleasure and privilege to be here watching it. It was, you know, it was just exceptional. You know, and that's what everybody in the world has got to aspire to. You know, that sort of technical ability that the Spanish have got in abundance. Everybody's got to try and be as good as that.
I'm not sure anyone ever will be as good as that team. I think we've seen something unique here.
But it's now for teams that style will be copied, and in many ways, Luca, you could perhaps say that it's a wonderful gift to the game. This involvement of teams and this possession style of football that is so easy on the arm.
Yeah, unless you're on the receiving end, obviously. Like I am tonight. No, but I'm still very proud of my boys. The Italian players, they did very well. And this is actually a good starting point in view of the next World Cup in 2014. New team, new manager, we did wonderfully well. And now I think we've got confidence there. And we will be doing very, very good to beat it next time, I'm sure about that.
I think it's a great night for football all round. I mean, you mentioned, a team can win a major championship playing this way, playing without a striker, playing with six in the middle of the park, and you can pass your way through, and we know how difficult it is to pass your way through two banks of forward. We've seen it time and time again, but they did it tonight, time after time after time, with quick, thoughtful, purposeful, but technically great football.
It's hard, Alan, isn't it, to pick out one individual, because every time you see one holding the trophy, they're just a wonderfully gifted footballer. Including him.
They're an incredible squad with an incredible manager. And it's the hunger and the desire from these guys, because let's not forget, these guys have had an unbelievable amount of success. So for them to actually come here again and show the desire to go and get that trophy.
Great first touch you got.
What I like very much is the simplicity, the humbleness of this celebration. They're not over-exaggerating, they're very respectful of the team which we're just beaten.
Absolutely, you get to mention, of course, many of these players are from Barcelona, others from Real Madrid, and the starting lineup this season, only David Silva was a non-Barcelona or Real Madrid player. Torres came on, of course, Mata came on, of course. There they all are, lining up for the photographers, of which there are hundreds.
I think Luca was right. I mean, the season end were very, very good. The Italians were gracious in defeat, and the Spanish were humble in victory, and they embraced each other. And it's very, very difficult when you just got beaten, because obviously you see the teams here, and this is like special. But for the losers, there's a chasm of difference, and there's no good news at all, nowhere to go.
Where does this team stand in terms of footballing history? Is it right at the top of the table?
Well, for me, I think the best ever. I mean, you mentioned the Brazil side with the ability of Pele and all of these guys, but when you look at this team, it's just absolutely unbelievable what they've achieved.
But I think it's still
I think a lot of people will argue the Brazilians in 1970 were truly exceptional.
You said it all the time, you've never seen a passing display like that ever in your life.
Brazilians that players that were just like pick up. The Pele centre forward, who was arguably the best player of all time. But I mean, this side, what's right with anything we've seen, in the last 20-30 years, that they are that good.
It's also the finest firework display at any European championship. Magnificent, isn't it? What an effort.
There you go.
I was rather by surprise there at the end of the proceedings, Luca.
Brilliant. He played great as well.
Jordi Alba.
What a game he had.
Well, it always hurts when you lose, but when you lose against Spain, I think you can kind of accept it.
They are the best team at the moment in world football, that is for sure. Let's remind ourselves of how that victory came about with some magnificent football for most of the goals, actually. The first one, in particular.
Right from the word go, we were saying that they were up for it, they were passing, they were moving, and Iniesta picks up. Eventually, Silva does a great move, but it's played into Javi and then into Iniesta, and he picks up there, and as Al said, Fabregas makes a great run, great ball, and fantastic finish.
Damaged by the defending there,
Well, I think that Chiellini got caught, obviously, in the eye. And then I think that both Bonucci and Barzagli should have done better than Silva, because Silva actually made the run from outside the box, so he should have been picked up a bit better, I think.
That was 1-0. David Silva's magic moment, showing the picture of his face. 2-0 came from Casilla.
Yeah, but here we are obviously taking a chance because we are one goal down, so we are pressing them very high on the pitch. We're taking a chance. And, you know, we decide the time of our pressing is not perfect, and again, I think what is not better. The pass is magnificent, and the time of the run is perfect.
The weight of pass, he just actually puts it onto his foot. There you go. It's right in front of him, lovely little touch, and it's
great pass. Javi, what a combination that is.
For many years.
Oh, for goodness sake. And we say, great first stuff from Alba.
They keep producing the players.
It's a conveyor belt of talent.
Yeah.
And of course the second one goes in, you feel in the second half.
Especially down
And then they go down to 10 men and they put the pressure on again on a little mistake there. But again, the way the pass, that again, Torres comes on, not been on the pitch very long. You can smell out a little scent of the golden boot, can't he, when that's going through?
He needed a goal and an assist, and he managed it.
Good finish. Excellent finish.
I think the tonight, compared to the previous games, they played the ball forward much more often, and they made this forward run be very effective.
And of course, this is what got Torres the golden boot, isn't it, with this little assist. The back, we've only seen 2 or 3 minutes.
Great. At this precise moment, Mario Gomez buried his head in his hand.
Let's get the try there.
Lots of very both Chelsea players going on.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Can you imagine what that feels like? Must be wonderful.
I bet you it's a great feeling.
And they deserve it.
Yeah.
Thoroughly deserve it.
They're still out there, still enjoying their celebrations. That trophy is in the hands of the entire squad.